What's going on, gearheads? Well, I've got my Z apart here and I can easily show the engine bay. I want to talk about a fix that I came up with. I know I got a video about using a helicoil to fix a valve cover bolt. And I did do that. I did that a couple times. I think these top bolts were stripped out. When I was replacing my valve cover gaskets, I realized I had a few bolts that were just stripped out. They get close to being snug and then they just spin. So that it wasn't a problem to use the helicoil up here on these front bolts because they're rather accessible. But I had the bottom bolt here way down in the back there. I found that one was stripped, and even after I replaced my valve cover gaskets, I still had a leak there. So that was disappointing. As you can see, you're not going to get a tap and a drill in that space with the motor in the car. So if you don't feel like pulling your engine to fix a valve cover, you can use this technique. And what I ended up doing was I got a metric 6x1 bolt, I believe. And I was able to, from the bottom, I threaded the bolt using some extensions. Once I had that snug, I came from the top side and then put a nut and a washer on it. The nut and the washer were critical. The washer needs to be big enough to cover the valve cover bolt hole so that you can get that snug. And here again, we're not going to over tighten it. I did have to have a wrench on the bolt side as well as the nut side to properly secure that. So yeah, that fixed my leak, and hopefully that helps someone out there with a similar problem.